European Union is our very big market for export. But last month, the EU is passed the carbon tariff. So if passed on the second season of this year by all members of the EU, so this policy should be operating. So for this one is a big impact to the enterprise. They want to export to the European market. So for the price for the carbon emission have a very big difference between two markets. For China, maybe our price is about 60 yuan per ton for carbon emission. But in European, last month, the price is nearly about 100 euro per tons. So that distance, I think, is 13 times. So if we want to do the export business again, so we should be paid more on that. So that is a problem. I think is 13 times price is every enterprise cannot accept that. Yeah, so I think we should do more to meet the requirement about the carbon emission.
I think what Mr. Zhang mentioned is very right. Is actually right now is a restructure of the global supply chain because of the geopolitical reasons and because of also the financial reasons globally. So there is a restructuring within the world and within our region. So the good thing about what we just mentioned, because of Chengdu Chongqing economic cycle, actually right now is creating one market, one policy, and is to lower the entrance cost and also the operating cost for this region, and also because of the connection with the world. For example, like the railway to Europe, and for example, like the China-Laos railway to Southeast Asia, is connecting our western parts to Europe and Southeast Asia. So it's kind of how we reshuffle our business into the new restructuring supply chain. And I think with the support of the government and also our enterprises' active involvement in the supply chain restructuring, I think we can still find our potential and our growth.
Okay, thank you. That's very insightful. So at present, the carbon emission trading is very active and becomes a hot topic worldwide. Emission trading for carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases is a form of carbon pricing, and it is an approach to limit climate change by creating a market with limited allowances for emissions. So as an emerging investment field, the potential of the carbon trading market is huge. So Gavin, I wonder that can you please share some opportunities and challenges of the carbon emission trading in the Chengdu Chongqing area and based on your own professional field?
Yeah, I'll say the current challenges from two aspects. The first one is the lack of a good trading platform and lack of talents. The reasons why, because for Western China, actually the trading is not as a unique or a separate trading platform. Yeah, it is linked with the stock exchange. So, and also for the talents, actually most of the talents are still in Eastern China, or maybe not even in China. So that's why the market is huge, is big, but the talents is not here. It's not enough. So this is one of the challenge. The second one is actually right now the carbon market in West China is relatively poor. Yeah, Mr. Zhang just mentioned that it's 60 yuan per ton, but currently it's maybe in Western China even more than that, maybe $16 to $20. So very, very low. Comparing to the requirement in Europe, it's a big gap. So right now the environment and the finance is not really linked. So I think that's the two major problems here. And previously, just like 2 months ago, I talked with the people court in Chengdu, And actually, they're thinking about to use carbon neutral or the carbon emission as the penalty for environmental pollution case. I think that's very good. So how to use all the system to relate the finance and the environment to the same standard, not just right now it's not a direct link.
And since you mentioned about there is definitely like a lack of kind of talents here growing in the southwestern region. So I wonder that how we can kind of like overcome this. Do you have any like suggestion, or even based on your own professional field, or based on what you have experienced and what you have seen for other cities? Do you have any like plans or suggestions you can propose to increase the talents and etc.?
I think that's why the central government is pacing or is positioning Chengdu Chongqing as the fourth pole. That's very important. If we are just as a Western city, like individual Chengdu or individual Chongqing, the scale, I would say, economic scale may not be big enough to attract the investment or the tenants to here. But because of the positioning of Chengdu Chongqing economic circle to be the fourth pole, so to attract more attention, investment, and talents.
Because as I just said, that because a lot of our overseas audience perhaps have never heard about Chengdu Chongqing economic circle. So I wonder if you have to represent this area, you have to kind of like to be a messenger, like telling them, oh, you have to really consider about area. What the suggestion would be like?
I'll say Western China is an amazing place. Yeah, because it has a big potential and a big market. And also because in Chengdu Chongqing is a good work-life balance city. Yeah, you have a long history, very rich cultural contents, good people here. So that's why we have helped a lot of Fortune 500 companies to Western China, and they all love to be located in Chengdu and Chongqing. Yeah, because of the people, because of the food, because of the work-life balance, because of the potential. That's why it attracts a lot of talents and investment.
Well, thank you so much coming to our Land Sea Roundtable today. And we had such a great discussion about China's green economic circle on its fourth pole with those excellent professionals. Please like, comment, and share our video, and we hope to see you next time.